Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are at this point. Welcome to live coverage, continued live coverage of the Anguilla Football League, the male senior division. And we welcome you to our Saturday evening games. We've got the Uprising FC taking on the defending champions, the Roaring Lions. The Roaring Lions, they are certainly in their traditional orange, all orange. The Uprising team in the new strip of all green. And it is our first match for this evening. And this beautiful Saturday, the 15th of April. We want to say again, welcome. Your commentator this evening is Tony Fleming, and we thank you for joining AI Live for coverage here of this match here this afternoon. The teams are out there. The referee as well is all set. The toss has been taken already. The Roaring Lions will be kicking from the left of screen to our right, and the Uprising vice versa. All the preliminaries are out. We'll get you the team sheets, the name of our official as soon as we get them in hand. And yes, so we're just about to kick things off here at the Raymond E. Gishard Technical Center right here in Rainbow City, Anguilla, in the British West Indies. Again, thank you for joining us and for being with us throughout the remainder of the evening. So it's the Uprising FC. They've got the kickoff, and they've got possession, and just knocking it around from the back. There's a captain there in Vauchan. Denny Derrick, he's been challenged there. There is Marvin Oskins. Pushed it in midfield. Picked up there, but given away. Again, Jordan Dean, he's been bundled off the ball. Here is Jermaine Hughes trying to reach Screechy. But ball just eluded him. Just trying to get his feet together, and again across the center. This time Yariel in the center of midfield picks up. Seeing as a Christian, good move there by the youngsters. While passing her, they're trying to go to Denny Derrick, but blocked and ball pushed forward now. Yeah, Marvin, a little bit sloppy there, but was able to pass it there to Hughes, who pushed it wide. Good move there by the young man. We'll get his name there for you. Certainly looks like a new face wearing the number 15 shirt. Oh. Almost playing themselves into some trouble there. Is that the player there in Christian? Not certainly not in full flow yet. Quite a number of new faces and spaces. There we see the Uprising. Ball is being booted upfield, eludes the outstretched legs there of Woodley, but covered nicely, picked up there by Yariel. It's fine. The player there again trying to reach Screechy there was Christian, but cut out. Again, the ball is blocked here, but it's tight defending and close marking so far from the Uprising. Here is Hodge going across field. The ball pulled back there. This looked like Jarvis, but gives the ball away. Here's the Roaring Lions again. Woodley goes back to Yariel. Goes back to Woodley. Woodley goes downfield and the player over on that far side can control and heavy pass, heavy touch, and it's going to be a throw in to the Uprising team. Roaring Lions coming into this match in third spot. We will see later on the two top of the table team, both first and second place, were playing this evening. The Ducks United will be taking on the Diamonds, certainly in a purple patch. Here is the Uprising team. A bit more organized today, the Uprising. And there's Jarvis picking up position. And player there, Christian, just been stepped on there. And so this calls for some attention. Maybe just the studs across the ankle area. The magic spray should be able to at least do its job for the time being, as Christian is being asked to just leave the field momentarily. We're into the 5th minute of play. No goal so far. Early days yet. Both teams just looking to make sure they keep things tight, both in midfield. We haven't seen any passes going beyond the defense so far on either side. There's Jackson. Trying to see the ball's been lose the ball there. Here is the pass blocked there, picked up there by Shamari, pushes the ball downfield, finds Karen Warner. Karen Warner finds Oliver, who is trying to return the favor, but not getting the pass as he would have liked. Ariel loses out there, but Marvin cleans up there at the back, central defense, and goes wide to the young man, who looks very nippy and skillful over there. We'll certainly like to get his name for you, but we are still awaiting the team sheet. So as soon as that's been had, we will certainly give you the lineup of both teams for this evening's first encounter. So we are into the second round. Had a brief break for the Easter weekend. There's a cross coming through, blocked and cleared away. And Woodley electing not to go at the ball, and in the end losing out there to the defender there for Uprising. Here's Marvin Ruskin, picks the ball up, pushed it over to Shamari, who gets onto it now and pushes it down line. Good pass to Keron. Keron again trying to find Oliver Walker, but can't do so. Ball cut out. There's a cross from Shamari, and goalkeeper Carty collects. A dangerous throw out, and good dummy move there in the end. And here is Jackson. Christian finds Keron. Warner cuts inside, goes down the line to Jackson. Jackson crosses, but just a little too far forward, trying to find Oliver Screechy Walker, but just a bit too far forward and too close to the goalkeeper, who collects. Here is Woodley. It doesn't look like one of those persons who love to put head on ball. It's a good move there by Francis. And the cross coming in, cleared away by Marvin, picked up there by Oliver, but given away there again by Christian, who has gone off the ball just a little bit and has been very Here is pass been pushed wide there, but Christian can't pick up, but good disposition. Here is that young man cut inside and shot, and well, half stop, half collected there, but not bouncing far enough to cause any serious problems for Carty the end goal. Clearance comes cut out there, just getting in each other's way there. Two players there in the captain there in Hughes. Here is a nice true pass, nice ball. Oh, but a little too slow is Kieran Warner. Had he had a bit more speed in him, that could have been an easy tap in the ball. The pace of the ball found its way around the goalkeeper, but just a little too fast for Warner. But a good pass there from, looks like the man Jermaine Hughes there. And really closest we have had as for an opportunity. Here is a clearance, but the ball been put into touch. And it's just throw-in taken quickly. Warner can't keep the ball in play. And the ball goes to the Uprising team. Jarvis Jones, one of those players who would have, during the transfer window, asked to be transferred to the Roaring Lions, but then it's quite strange that he is. There's a pass coming through. Here is Roaring Lions again. Block. Still a chance. Stand goal! That young man there, I don't know his name, but he looks like a new player there, playing for the Roaring Lions. Has been quite shifty and speedy so far from the brief moment in the 10 minutes and seconds that we have seen. Well, young man, the referee is going to say, well, it's just a joy short-lived there. Something that we've seen across the television with players taking their shirts off and their jerseys off, but for his splendid effort, picking up a yellow card for that as well, and possibly will be told that that can't happen. But really splendid work there from the young man there for the Roaring Lions, playing on the left side of midfield, really dispossessing the the Uprising defender there, showing some good skills, some good grit, and then a powerful strike that beat the goalkeeper there in Carty in goal to give Roaring Lions goal number 1, goal coming in the 10th minute of play. So it's 1-0 in favor of the team in the orange. He's a missed pass there from, well, the ball's blocked into touch for a throw-in. So if there is a sign of anything to come, well, for certain sure that he know that he can't remove his shirt again if he would score a second goal in this encounter. Otherwise, he'll play no more part in this match. But certainly sure he was happy, and the coaches there for the Roaring Lions might just say, well, okay, we'll take that one for now. Here is the Uprising trying to get out, but dispossessed. Denny Derrick trying to get around Marvin, but Marvin is very quick and speedy. Ball cut out, they picked up there. Here is Christian coming across field trying to find Oliver Walker, but he's a little bit slow in moving, and cut out there by Vashan. Again, Jarvis Jones, and this time the ball is booted upfield. Marvin is there, heads it away. Jackson collects and can't control. There was Jarvis Jones. Here is Screechy Walker getting into the pick of things. He goes back to Woodley. Woodley pushes the ball forward hastily and gives the ball away. Here is Francis cutting across, but Jermaine Hughes cuts out the ball there. And Walker, it's not the speed, but aside from that, the ball was just a little too fast and too close to goalkeeper there, Carty, who accepted gleefully. So again, we want to thank you for joining AI Live coverage here of our Saturday match, our first match for today. It's the Rowing Lions, the defending champions, who found themselves really fighting and lost 2 matches in the first round. And have seen themselves in third spot on 18 points. And they will be looking to get all 3 points, at least an inch closer, to tie themselves with the Diamonds FC. In the meantime, here it's the Uprising team looking to string some passes in midfield. Here is Derek, looks and find Francis. Ball's been pushed through, but Jarvis Jones not really looking for that true pass, and ball rolls to the boot there of Borres. Here's Shamari, pushes the ball downfield, finds Karen Warner. Karen Warner goes to Walker, who can't control the ball again, and in the end, so picked up there quickly. Christian picks the ball up and shoots, and a good save there by Carty. Good turn, good ball play from ball position. There was Christian. Saw the opportunity there for a close near post shot. Did shoot well, but equal to the task. There was the man there, Darian Carty, there in goal, and at least save his team from going 2 goals down. So it's 0-0, and goal scored there in the 10th minute by the 11th minute. Here's a cross coming in. Good cross and goal. Easy goal. Easy peasy, as we would say. Very good cross there from the man Woodley with his left foot in swinger. Height, had good height and good pace. And all Walker had to do was just head it in the back of the net to go 2 goals up to the Rowing Lions. Route 1 football, if you would ask me. Cross coming over, Oliver Walker at the back post. Goalkeeper, no chance, absolutely. So, again, Uprising have to regroup and look to see how they can best present themselves, giving away there again. Here's a quick pass from Christian, but can't reach Walker. And here is Christian, shields well. Jackson loses, but he just challenges from the back. The ball's been booted upfield. Shamari Bryan running back and cutting out quickly. Number 15, hardly got any touches over on this side. So, not being able to move forward as they would have liked, the Uprising team. And so far, 17 into the 18 minutes of play, and they have found themselves behind by 2 goals. And certainly show that this is not the end of goals for this match, so they will need to get themselves together quickly. Throw in deep into the attacking third there for the Uprising. And Jones, I'm not sure what he was doing there, but the ball goes into touch and it's going to be a throw in there up for a throw in. Warner just a little bit, taking up a little bit of space as well. Here is Spartans. Jordan Dean goes back here to Francis, the Francis brother. He goes wide to Nat. Nat goes to Trey, and Trey can't keep the ball in field. It's going to be a throw-in. Hughes picks the ball up and pushes it through, rolls to Ashan, who gives it away. Warner push it into Oliver, and well, it's going to be whistle has been blown, flag was raised, and if that's what it is, it will be a penalty kick for sure. Yeah. Yes. So penalty there, and whether or not that one was inadvertent, it's something to see. It's going to be a penalty kick there, and Walker is over the ball. Just some last-minute instructions have been given by Carty, from the referee to goalkeeper Carty. And this is going to further push the Uprising team back. Here is Walker. Up. And easy goal. Goalkeeper diving to his right. Walker electing to just easy caressed it into the left corner to pick up his second goal for this match and to put the Roaring Lions to 3-0. 3-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. Goal coming from the penalty spot in the 21st minute of play after the ball was handled by the defense there for the Uprising team, and they are certainly will have to be working on things here. So trying to get some sense of direction out there is the Uprising. Here is Jones, loses out to Hughes, but recovers and push the ball out for a throw-in. Really want to send out some kudos to both the under-20 female team in the here is Francis trying to motor forward, but losing out. Throw taken quickly. Warner pushes the ball. Well, that was Shamari. Put the ball pushed to Warner. Warner, a little bit careless there is Hodge. You see, throw taken quickly. Warner back to Shamari. Shamari crosses. Trouble here, but Carty comes and punched. The ball rolls to Jordan Dean, who looks to go past the player there, Jackson. Can't do so. And in the end, it's going to be a throw-in. Ball coming from the boot there of Jackson for throwing there to the Uprising team. And they're looking to see how best they can really get things going. Ball being pushed all the way back there to Ashan Hodge, who cuts inside. Ball been dispossessed there. It's the Uprising. Here is Christian. He's been pushed from the back here from Jordan Dean. It's going to be a free kick in worrisome position there for the Uprising team. So they are under the pump here. Really can't seems to get out of their area. Can't seems to get out of their way. And the Roaring Lions, they are looking to really pile up the scoring here this afternoon. So far, they've got 3 goals in the 23 minutes we have played so far. So the wall is set. It's Walker over the ball. Let's see what he's going to do. Walker steps up and the wall does its job. There, coming off the top of the wall and looped over the crossbar for a corner kick. Well, whether Woodley would decide to take it from this end, it seems as though he's going to try his luck again from this end. If I were the Uprising team, I certainly would have been kicking it to the other end because then he would have had to be taking an out swinger. But this again going to be in swing with his left foot. Corner kick going up again. And similar, a shot across the goal, and it goes out for a goal kick. But almost similar corner kicks did elude the head of the Roaring Lions players this time, and then a shot from the goal scorer of the first goal there, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. It's going to be a throw-in to the Uprising, so taken quickly. Trying to control the ball there is Jarvis. Well, does so now, but gives it away to a nice turn from Walker. Nice move from Walker. Still Walker, but just doing it just a little bit too much. Walker there making some moves, but just not electing to pull the trigger. I think should have pulled the trigger with the pull the trigger with the left foot, but trying to elude all the defenders there, but in the end stripped of the ball. Here is the Roaring Lions again picking up position. Ball's been booted upfield. Karen Warner won't get to that one, and it's going to be a throw-in there to the Uprising team. And they certainly need to get a move on it. The Royal Lions team sees Shamari Bryan, wears the number 18-6. Not the number 18 jersey, sorry. Number 46, goalkeeper Karim Borres. Number 22, Marvin Oskin. Yariel Freeman wears the number 30 shirt. The captain, Jermaine Hughes. Number 24. Number 34, Khalid Jackson. Number 2, says Jamal Richardson. I don't think I see Jelly out there on the field. Yeah, but he has his name. Well, he's actually a substitute, so here is the break momentarily. It's the Uprising team. Jarvis Jones pushes the ball inside, but Yariel comes, not getting the clearance, and the ball being pushed to, and Marvin Oskins, wondering what Marvin was doing here. Well, he was in some trouble there with Woodley coming across, and Marvin almost assisting the unrushing Francis there for a shot and goal. But in the end, it was Jackson who got back and was able to at least put that one out for a corner kick. The rest of the Roaring Lions is Fares Sutherland. So that's the name of the player who would have scored the first goal. Corner kick taken, Jackson misheading. Jackson coming away with it again. Here is Trigums. Can't get around Jackson. Good move, good work there by the young man. He finds that's Christian. Christian dispossessed. And it's going to be a throw-in. So that new player there who scored the first goal for Roaring Lions, Fares Sutherland, he weighs number 15, Oliver Walker, number 11, Kieran Warner, number 20, number 47, Christian Williams, and Keon Woodley round out the team for the Roaring Lions. The Uprising team sees Keandrew Alexander, number 12, number 30, Darian Carty, the goalkeeper, number 8, Jordan Dean, number 6, Denny Derrick, number 7, Defari Francis, his brother Delany Francis wear the number 2 shirt, 11, Joseph Nathaniel Gums, number 5, Trey Gums, number, well, I'm not too sure what's happening here. Two players there, that of Jordan Dean and Karen Warner. Not too sure why they are actually trying to face off, but see players being held up just a little bit, and two players being called. The referee and says they don't no more of that again. But just some hard play there. I'm not too sure why both players electing to square off like that, but I guess in the heat of the battle that happens sometime. Here is Jordan Dean. He's been dispossessed and he's been chasing back for all his worth. Warner cuts inside nicely. Goes for the pass, and Dean again looking to challenge. And again, I think these Jermaine has been given a yellow card. I'm not too sure. And he's saying that Jordan Dean, I could see his intent from here. He chased all the way back, wanted to pick the ball up, cut inside, and he really meant that he had to get a tackle in there. Did so. I think Hughes wasn't too pleased with that at all and was really trying to say there is no need for that. And for his effort, picked up a yellow card. So both Dean been given a yellow card. He's been one of those players who has been really needing. Warner been given a yellow card as well. I'm not too sure why, because he didn't do anything there. But that's what it is. So, but the rest of the squad for the Uprising sees Ashan Hodge, the captain, number 3, number 24, Jarvis Jones, and number 15, Roshani Gums Richardson. So play have started into the 32nd minute of play, and so far it's been all Roaring Lions here with some 3-0, and a little bit of frustrating Uprising team out there. And it's a team that could really use a coach, but they're electing to work with themselves, and so far it has been not a good one at all. They have really started off a very promising team, but so far they have not, since they would have lost their coach, have not really looked themselves together. And certainly need to do so now. Here's the ball cut out there by Shamari. Denny Derrick picks the ball up, crosses, finds that's the player there, Nat Hodge, trying to get past Sutherland. Sutherland again shifts around, but getting back there was Jarvis Jones. And here is Gums trying to find Derrick up the sideline, but good covering there from Yariel in central defense, just getting across and putting one into touch for a throw taken quickly. The ball has been booted upfield, partially blocked there, but it's Christian who comes to Shamari. Shamari, Warner, loose touch. Again, here is Alexander losing out to Warner again, and this time Warner is going to pick up a throw for his troubles. And again, takes up quite, well, almost trying to get away with some yardage for that throw. See, throw taken quickly. Christian trying to get around Alexander. Can't do so. Hughes picks up. Ball goes downfield. Warner crosses, but just a little bit too close to goalkeeper. And Sutherland running in there. Can't get to that ball. Here's Trigums. Pushes the ball upfield. Finds Derek. Derek pushes further upfield for Francis. Francis has been hounded there by Yariel again. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Uprising. Certainly getting the deepest so far, aside from the corner kick. And they're really looking to see whether or not they can string some passes together and get some forward movements going. And there's not gotten a shot and goal thus far. Given away there again. Yariel finds Walker. Walker trying to go to Sutherland, who just lost his footing just a little bit. And the ball goes into touch. Throw taken quickly. Dean, loses it. There's Jarvis Jones. And here is Sutherland again. Cut out nicely there by Francis. Well, that looked like Jones. Trey Gums was able to keep the ball in field and he boots it upfield, but Yariel again reading the ball well. I was trying to control but couldn't do so, and eventually the ball goes over the touchline for a throw-in. Into the 36th minute of play. And coming up in our nightcap match, we've got first and second place doing battle here. We will certainly want to see whether or not the Diamonds can continue in their vein of form. Purple patch, they've won. Warner trying to do a fancy trick. They cut out there by Alexander. And again, Alexander get past Warner. He's going, and eventually the team cross falls into the hands of Kareem Burris. He boots the ball upfield nicely, and Francis dealing with that one very well. Here is some shielding going on there. Here is Oliver Walker. Is running out of space. Throw taken quickly. Alexander picks up. Oh, there's a flag up. There's foul through. So it's 3-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. If you have just joined us, goal coming from Fares Sutherland in the 10th minute of play, and then we had Oliver Screechy Walker from a corner kick in the 20th minute. In the 17th minute, and then from the penalty spot from the 21st minute to give the Roaring Lions a 3-0 advantage. And so far, the Uprising team, they're looking to see how they can at least mount a challenge forward. Here's a throw taken quickly and cut out there again. It's going to be another throw in there. And quite a number of throws from that area there, especially for the Uprising team, but they have not done a lot with the position. Here is Ariel. This time he cuts back nicely and giving away, Woodley giving the ball away there to the Uprising team. Here Alexander, he cuts inside. He's been confronted there. Denny Derrick misses out, and Shamari Bryan just trying to get a pass there to Warner, and not being able to do so. The ball rolled across the touchline for a throw in there to the Uprising team. So I can tell you for sure that it was the Ducks United who ended round one and by a point in front of the Diamonds FC. And those two teams are going to be coming through this evening. You can see some of the players already coming through the stadium. But in the meantime, these two teams battling. Jarvis Jones loses out there. Jackson and Denny Derrick goes back to Jarvis Jones, who gives the ball away cheaply again. Marvin can't control it, and Jarvis Jones restored the favor again. Now his ball has been pushed forward. Here is Warner trying to go to Walker. Could have elected to probably maybe put that one over there to Sutherland, who was wide open on the far side. Christian picking up position nicely in midfield. Good control there by Walker. Walker looks up and cuts back, finds Hughes, who returns the favor. Walker chips the ball in nicely, and Christian can't catch that one with the laces. And Hodge, in the end, puts the ball into touch, but it was floated over nicely. Christian Williams trying to really just bring that one down so that he can really get a shot on goal. It eluded him, and eventually going wide. It's going to be a throw-in. We are into the 41st minute of play. 3-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. And this is their first match in the second round. And they'll be looking to get all 3 points here. Certainly the match this evening is going to be an interesting one. When those two teams met in their first encounter in the first round, it was Ducks United who easily displaces the Diamonds. Here's a corner kick taken, but that one sails over the bar. And so it will certainly be interesting to see how these two teams stacks themselves up as they start the second round. There's a short pass to Francis. Comes cross field to Ashan, who dangerously trying to find Denny Derrick. Here's Walker being pushed from the back. Pretty easy one, but probably maybe just a boot to the Achilles heel, the tendon to the back there, but went down pretty easy and just rubbing the back of his leg. We'll see the two young officials conversing now. So far, I think the referee has had a pretty good match so far. Young man has handled things nicely. When the tempers were flaring as well. Was really able to handle that. So not too sure whether that's an old injury that Walker was carrying there, but he is limping off the field gingerly there. So possibly maybe an old injury that probably got flared up. Here is Alexander carelessly giving the ball away, and then Karen Warner returning the favor, but Warner recovers position. Here is Jackson. He goes across field, but a little bit carelessly. Jackson again loses out. Jackson again in the pick of things. And here is there's that Nat who pushes the ball through here. And here's a chance, a shot there from Gums Richardson. Maybe one of his first very few touches he had. An opportunity there, but a weak shot there. Not going to trouble the goalkeeper there, Boris. Walker's back across on the field. And here is Woodley. Finds Sutherland. Sutherland again pulls the ball back and cuts it back there to Woodley. Woodley looks inside, finds Sutherland, heavy touch, takes it away there to the player there for the Uprising team. The ball is with Trigums now. He looks up, trying to find Francis. Francis trying to set up a counter-attack, but he's been forced back to Jordan Dean. Dean, again, player with some skills, but has been very disappointing. Jordan Dean has skills, but it is not the attitude that you'd want to have from a player with the skills that he had. Meantime, it's going to be a free kick there to the Uprising team. We've played 45 minutes, and fourth official over there, and that they look like the man Van Persie has put up 3 minutes of extra time, added time for this first half. In the meantime, Jordan Dean is over the ball, and he's going to look to call that one in. Here is a shot, and nicely collected there by the player there, goalkeeper there, encouraged Boris. Tosses it out, but Walker loses it out to Francis. Francis under some trouble. Walker does regain position and being pushed from the back a little bit, and the referee says play on, but then not he did say he says up kick really. It's a drop ball. Well, I think what happened there, Christian. This time he blows. I think what happened, he ignored the flag, and then after he would have ignored the flag, blew the whistle, maybe just to say, well, I didn't see that as an infringement, and really there was no need for that. He could have allowed the play to continue and certainly show that ear would have eventually taken his flag down, but he elected to just to stop the play and just to say, well, okay, yeah, I saw it and I didn't think it was an infringement at all. I didn't really think it was an infringement either, but if there was to be a foul, then we should have gone the way of the Roaring Lions, but it's going to be a free kick, and we've got Yarrell over the ball. Oliver Screechy Walker shot, and that one is not going to trouble Darian Carty there in goal at all. So we are into the final minute of added time, and here is Hodge again. Well, that's the end of the first half. So at the end of the first half, between these two teams, the Uprising team versus the Roaring Lions, it's 3-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. Goal coming from Faris Sutherland, Oliver Screechy Walker to give the Roaring Lions a 3-goal cushion heading into the second half. So we break momentarily, and we'll ask you to stick and stay with us or join us in about 8 to 10 minutes time. Welcome back as we await the entrance of the officials, and happy that you would have joined us. Happy that you have taken the time to really be with us throughout the course of our league so far. And this evening, our first match for today, 15th of April, in the second round, we've got the defending champions, the Roaring Lions. They are up against the the Uprising FC. Yeah, the Uprising FC. And so far, when halftime whistle would have sounded, it was 3-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. And not too sure what is happening, but the officials has taken quite a while to reappear. And but in the meantime, what I can tell you though, just to give you the point standing at the end of round 1, it was Docks United from 8 matches played. They amassed a total of 22 points with a goal advantage of 45. So they are on 22 points, having drawn the solitary match and winning 7 of their 8 games. The Diamonds FC found themselves in the second position with a 23 points accumulated from their 8 matches, losing that first match, the solitary match, to the Docks United. And I can tell you that those two teams will be playing this evening. So the Diamonds in second spot with 21 points and a goal difference of plus 14. The Roaring Lions from their 8 matches lost to 1-6, 18 points, and have scored 31 goals and has had the least amount of goals been scored at them so far, which is only 3. To give them a goal advantage of plus 28. In third spot is the Attackers, and I can tell you when the points table comes out again, Attackers from their first match in this second round, they certainly have gone to 16 points because not 16 but 14 points, because they would have drawn through the midweek on Wednesday. They drew the match against the Eagles Claw, so they're on 14 points from 14 points from their 9 matches. But I'm giving you the standings after the first round. In the 4th spot, Attackers 13 points. In 5th spot, Eagles Claw on 12 points. The Limers see themselves in 6th spot on 8 points. The Uprising team that we are seeing here this evening, from their 8 matches, they have only that solitary win on 4 points. And bring up the rear, we've got the Western Predators from 8 matches. They have yet to register a win on the sheet so far. The goal scorers after the first round, we've seen here where Jared Smeens of Diamonds, 13 goals. The Docks United, Jonathan Gishard, 13 goals. Rowan Lions, Mikai Connor, 10. For Docks United, we have Jermaine Ricketts on 10. Jose Torres for the Docks United on 9. Tajay Johnson, formerly Eagles Claw, he scored 8 goals. And Sean Brown, Eagles Claw, Christian Williamson, he's scored 7 for the Rowan Lions. In Sean Brown, 7. Joseph Tazi, 7 for both Eagles Claw. And Khalid Brooks, Attackers, 5. Those are the top goal scorers for their team. And so we're just about to start our second half And again, it's going to be the Roaring Lions this time kicking from the right of screen to the left, and the Uprising team going from left of screen to right. So looking at, so let's see, number 15, Fares Johnson. Had a good match, scored a good goal as well. Here is Woodley, finds Hughes. Hughes quickly goes back to Yariel. And, so it appears as though that the Uprising team has decided, well, we're going to come out and do some high pressing. And so they have started off pressing from the front, and they want to be very careful because they've been very porous at the back. Here is Jackson, goes across field again, but cut out there by Alexander. And infringement there, and Marvin might be in some trouble because he did felt quite awkwardly there. And the knees first heading into the turf, and see whether he gets up or whether he asks for the services of the physio. It was certainly an awkward push from the back, and he kind of felt awkwardly as well. So play has been held up momentarily, and certainly seeing and hearing spectators in the stands so far, and I'm certainly sure that crowd will get a lot bigger. Marvin jogs off the field gingerly. It's a free kick, ball booted upfield. Yariel headed away there by Hodge. And Francis, well, not Francis, but Jarvis Jones. In the meantime, the ball has been picked up there by Denny Derrick. Jordan Dean looking to go big. Gums, Richardson Gums, he's been in an offside position. And so seen a few players over on the far side warming up. And Yariel, well, poor kick this time, didn't get the lift, and in the end, Jackson trying to clean up the error there. Can't keep the ball in play, so it's throwing there to the Uprising team. Throw heads going up, just helped over there by Gums. Here is Hughes. Hughes now picks the ball up and was trying to find a ball, quick pass, and some movement again. And this not good decision making there from Christian at all. Here's a ball pushed through. Yariel has it covered and picks up there by Boris. Boots it upfield to Sutherland. Good pass there from Hughes. Find Christian. And Hughes again. Sutherland again. Cross, but team one. Hughes picks up and finds Walker. Easy goal. And yes, easy goal it is. So good work there from the midfield there for the Roaring Lions. Hughes again in the pick of things, just keeping his cool and seeing Walker in the middle, finding Walker. And Walker this time coolly and easily slots it past Carty for his third goal of this match and the fourth goal for the Roaring Lions coming in the 50th minute of play. So further into trouble is the Uprising team, and again, like I said, they're very porous at the back there, a very disorganized team is the Uprising. And again, ball is being forced back from the pass here. This time Francis finds Hodge. Sean. Just a little too careless for me there, Ashan. Here is again shot. Well, the ball this time goes wide. Good effort there from Hughes. But Ashan Hodge certainly causing a bit of trouble there for his defense. Just maybe just a little too slow in getting the ball moving from the back and taking too long to pass. And when he does pass, it doesn't pass the ball well at all. But here is Uprising. Well, cuts inside. Will Richardson, Francis, Jordan Dean boots the ball upfield, trying to find Derek, but Yariel speed is here is an opportunity, but again, good goalkeeping there from Burris, coming and seeing the danger, but not afraid to really put his body on the line and really picking that one up. Here is a flick on there from Walker, but Francis picks up Delaney, that is a back heel. And here is nice pass through, but cut out there by Jarvis Jones. And seeing two players warming up over there for the Uprising team, but they certainly need to get things going. In the meantime, we see the Ducks United going to go out, but trying to figure out maybe which way to go. And appears as though that the man Lawrence, he's going to be in goal tonight. And interesting colors there, interesting shots there. Almost look like a beach shot, if you ask me. They're the Ducks United. But if you've just joined us in this one, the Roaring Lions certainly in the ascendancy in their first match for this round. And they are at the moment large and in charge, leading 4-0. And I'm certainly sure that we have not seen the rest of the scoring ending tonight. Here is Hughes. Pushes through nicely to Sutherland. Just overrunning it just a little bit. But this Francis, but not before he would have infringed on that's Delaney Francis. And so it's going to be a free kick taken quickly. Jordan Dean all the way in the back, boots the ball upfield, but finds Richardson comes receiving the pass, but giving it away there. Here is Hughes. Comes back to Woodley. Woodley looks up. And well, skewed pass, trying to find Sutherland, but not getting good connection there. Not Hodge. Throws fine. Defari Francis loses out. And well, almost some miscommunication there on the part there of Marvin. Good ball Here is Hughes finding Walker, but Walker overrunning it, not looking where the ball is. And in the end, the Lanny Francis can't keep the ball in play, and it's going to be a throw in there to the Rowan Lions into the 55th minute of play. So still early days in the second half. Christian Williamson trying to get past. Throwing and no good sportsmanship there at all. Christian kicking the ball away. No need for that. You're a leading, son. Yes, the man Ollie. Here is Lions. Sutherland to Walker. Walker to Warner. Warner with a shot and goal. And oh, Lord. Hard luck there for Darian Carteen goal. Was a shot there that really took a serious deflection there from the back of the defender there. Whether or not the referee would give that as an own goal or not, but it was a shot and goal. Keeper was going in the direction he thought the ball was going, but it took a really serious deflection, and it just balloons on the other side of Cartedian goal for goal number 5 in the 57th minute of play. And now we're going to see a substitute now. Shamari goes off, and Bruno comes in. So good height there from the young man there, Yariel. Good coverage there. Here is Sutherland, Francis, Hughes. Wide to Bruno Bogus to get in his first touch. And really is trying to effect a pass there. We should have probably gone maybe in the ear. Ball cut out for a throw-in. Throw taken quickly. Marvin picks up. Ball cuts inside. Marvin goes all the way back to Kareem in goal. Well, Kareem cute with the clearance, and eventually the goal kick, and Kareem acknowledging his error there, saying a little bit sloppy there, Kareem Borez. But we're just trying to play around with it just a little bit. Here is Warner to Marvin. Marvin trying to find Bruno over there on the far side. Cut out there by Ashan Hodge. Again, some tussling in the middle. Jordan Dean shifts Hughes well, but Hughes recovers nicely. And here is Bruno. Heavy touch, can't control. Picks up position again is the Uprising team. And easily giving it back away there to the Rowan Lions. Good move there from Christian. And again, Walker. Probably just a little too far forward, a little too far wide. And they can't find him. Again, Hodge. Ashan Hodge. Again, giving the ball away. Woodley picks up quickly. Here is Hughes. Finds Screechy Walker quickly. Good move there from Christian. This certainly, boy, uh, doing all the hard work there, Christian. And that one certainly deserved the goal. But young man couldn't put the foot and ball and was dispossessed there. And that's the dispossessed the Christian Williamson, but doing all the silky moves and the little nice moves in between, but in the end was not able to really fulfill the goal scoring progress. In the meantime, I was just a little bit cramped there on the part there of the defender there for the Uprising team. You see the legs are stretched in the air. In the meantime, the players been just held up just a little bit. What I can tell you coming up this evening in a nightcap match, we got first and second place doing battle here. It's the Ducks United. They will be up against the Diamonds in second spot, just a point behind the Ducks. And so they'll certainly be looking for all 3 points, both teams. And we will be bringing that to you live as well. So we go take a break at the moment. Because we just took a break just to refresh, as there was a bit of a held up. Some treatment they be given to the player there for the Uprising team. We on the other spectrum of the ground, we can see the two teams. They're slated to be up in the next half an hour. The Ducks United versus Diamonds, and in the meantime, it's going to be the start of, as we resume this encounter here this evening. And so far, you've seen the Foreign Lions certainly in their dominant form, in their ascendancy. That one goes into touch. You can't keep the ball in there. That looks like, is that Christian? Well, Jackson, that is. You see a throw taken again as cuts inside, but hold up, I'm not too sure how come that wasn't an infringement there. But in the end, good shielding there by the player there in Fleming. And is that going to be a corner? And in the meantime, we have seen the entrance of Rennie. He has entered the fray. And entered the fray here as well. So it's going to be a corner kick. We're into the 65th minute of play. 5 goals in favor of the Rowan Lions. Corner kick taken, cleared away. The ball picked up nicely there by Christian, who goes wide to Bruno and looking for that return pass and does get it there, Christian, but just a little too far, whatever touch there, but good move there from the young man Christian, picking it up from the defense there and releasing it quickly. And Bruno really serving him up well, but second touch was just a little too hard. In the end here is Yariel. Cuts the ball out and heads away. It's Bruno. Return from Christian. Bruno still with possession. Finds Christian. Christian goes inside. Walker is being pushed back. Walker goes all the way back to Karen Warner there, who is picking up the defensive position. Walker controls, trying to get around that of Nat there. Can't do so. Here is Francis shifting and turning, looking forward and pushing the ball far forward there to the man Fu, who has came on for the Uprising. So again, here is Francis, but he's been hounded and challenged and dispossessed there by Woodley. Goes inside, find the captain Hughes. Hughes comes upfield to Sutherland, and Sutherland can't keep the ball in play. The referee has not seen, and now does see, and not looking at the linesman there, the AR, but ball was certainly out there. Sutherland couldn't keep the ball in play, but I guess the movement was so quickly that they couldn't see. In the meantime, the Francis, the fiery Francis, he is on the carpet, and we see again, see two players on either end. The Francis needs some attention, as well as Sutherland, who may have picked up a knock there. Looked as though his calf there, so he picked up a knock there, and so he's going to just getting some stretches out there. In the meantime, we've seen it's got some players there on the bench still, so certainly bringing the changes here, and not missing any play, as treatment being given to players on either side. Roaring Lions certainly have the better of the game so far. They have a team with some 5 goals in the lead. Seen another substitute there due to certainly common. So again, coming up in our next match, see Sutherland. He's been taken out, but did had pretty good first half, good stint there, and maybe just feeling the pinch of things. Did really score a brilliant goal to open up the score sheet. Jamal Richardson, the man Jelly, has taken his slot, and it's going to be position is going to be with the the Uprising. So he's going to be with the Uprising team. And here's Jelly getting his first touch. Finds Christian, who goes back to Woodley. Woodley electing to cut inside. Certainly should have gone inside. Here is Rennie. Certainly can't stand on the ball, Rennie. Interesting call there. I'm not too sure. Jordan Dean, who wears the number 8 shirt, over the ball. And looking to see whether he can spring forward. Well, electing to go short. And he's been forced all the way back there to Francis there in the back. Yes, again, they've been really hustled after ball. Alexander. Well, that's Hodge. And in an offside position there. There's the player there. And this looks like Alexander. And it's going to be a free kick. It is the 71st minute of play, and the referee is just saying, just a moment, please. So if you're looking for some way to go, certainly you can still come on over to the Raymond Igishad Technical Center Stadium here, and we've got another mouth-watering encounter coming up for you at the top of the hour. And certainly looking forward to a good game between the two teams, both the Ducks United and the Diamonds, as we continue our way into the second half of this season. 2023 season. In the meantime, I must say kudos to the youngsters down there in the BVI who has been doing a real splendid job so far. They would have won all their matches they would have played. And to the women who did play, very strong Jamaica team in the under 20. And though they did lose, but only by 6 goals to nil. And if any one of you would have known that Jamaica has had a good program in terms of their women football, so to hold the Jamaicans to 6 goals to nil is something of a feat, and so we want to wish the girls well in their other matches as well. Here's play county. Christian Williamson trying to get around Hodge. Here is Jordan Dean. Goes across field, which he does for the most part. Sometimes he picks the ball up, goes across field. Here is Francis. Looking for someone to pass to, but this could be dangerous, but Antoine cleaning up. Antoine coming on. Here is a cross, a pass, trying to find Fleming. Fleming pushed the ball inside, and the man, is that Gwene? Well, maybe don't have the legs, but for the first time in this match, and good build-up, easy chance there, going to begging there for the Uprising team. So, just losing it there, the Owen Lions, in terms of the defensive shape, and allowing Alexander to get a nice pass through. Here is Hughes, comes to Richardson. Richardson, who comes off the field and plays the ball. For whatever, I don't know. Probably wasn't aware of where he was to the line. Jordan Dean picks the ball up quickly, finds Francis. Francis has been hounded there by 2 players and thus wins out now. And Christian coming across, doing defensive duties, and putting that one into touch for a throw-in. 75th minute of play. We're into the 75th minute of play. Again, remember, coming up at 8 o'clock, we've got the Ducks United versus Diamond FC. So stick and stay with AI Live for live coverage here of the AFL Male Senior League. Here is a chip over there, but Walker, in an effort to control, can't keep it in play. And it's going to be a throw-in taken quickly, but appended there was the player there in that, well, Rene, and was, yes, Rene. So it's a goal kick. It's taken by Boris. Good control there by the young man there. Jackson doing very well, controlling nicely. Good technique as well, but giving away the position there again. The Royal Lions. Here is the throw coming through. This time Kareem Boris picks up quickly. And boots the ball upfield looking for Walker, but Francis challenges, misses out. And Walker, according to the over on the far side, is in an offside position. So this one is very much teetering out. 5 goals to 0. So the call is made on, it's an offside call. The call was made. The referee has gone over to speak to the assistant, and he's coming back, and let me see, an offside. Played short and played back to Carty in goal, who I've certainly seen 5 goals past him. And this possessed their Walker, but giving away their Bruno, giving the ball back to Antoine. Antoine cuts through, again loses out. Here is nice pass, and not a good shot at all there. Certainly had lots of time there with Jackson, but just hustled it just a little bit, and in doing so, didn't get a good shot off. See quite the contingent there of the Diamonds FC. They've got the whole gamut team, manager, coach, quite everyone. So must say most of these clubs, in terms of the officials for the clubs, look very organized. T-shirts, polo shirts, really standing out and representing. Antoine carelessly there, receiving the throw, but allowing it to touch the hand, and it's going to be a free kick for handball. That is into the 79th minute of play. Here, 5 goals to 0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. But I can tell you that while hoping that our second match this evening should be a good, keenly contested one. We'll wait to see whether the Diamonds have really not been fluking with the in terms of their position and whether or not they can really sustain what the Ducks United will have to offer here this evening. So it's a free kick and not a good one, but eventually cleared away. And it's going to be a throw in there to the Diamonds FC. Sorry, the Roaring Lions. So not we've seen some spot kicks being taken by Yarrell, not probably getting the lift and the height as he should. See throw taken quickly. Hughes loses out there. Jackson still hounding when he cuts back nicely and trying to find that Francis. Here is Jarvis Jones. Goes back to Nat, who gives the ball away. Screechy Walker misses out. Hughes loses it to Antoine. Antoine goes to Alexander. And here is Ashan Hodge. Hodge finds Dean, who cuts back, finds Hodge again. Hodge cuts inside, but gives the ball away to Hughes. Hughes pushes it through, trying to find that Jackson. Well, and Woodley puts the ball into touch for a throw-in deep into the attacking third there for the Uprising team into the 82nd minute of play. So all Roaring Lions here, 5-0. Still looking to get on the score sheet. There is the Uprising. Here's a good move there. And ball in the box. Bruno partially clears Marvin and Warner getting in each other's way. And coming away with it is Jarvis. Here's a pass trying to find Fu. And good coverage there again by a good defensive work there from Christian, though. Who's been in the wars, had a reasonably good game. And, well, again, maybe for the second time around, I'm kicking the ball away. And the referee says, not this time. I'm going to book you. And so, throw was taken quickly but called back. Maybe referee just thinking, let me just make a note of things. What we realized though, where I got a report of the cards so far, both teams has been very disciplined. Here's a clearance partially there by Yarrell. Francis picks the ball up, but he's been challenged and was that a serious woofed at the ball there. Could have easily pulled something. He had a crowd, but he really lent into that one. Really, I'm not too sure where that ball would have gone if he had caught it, because he really pulled it everything. Here is the that's going to be an out. Yes, Walker. Oliver, you're offside, yes. Not too sure what. Oliver is certainly offside. Well, see, my statisticians outside there, Livingston is something, but Walker certainly looked like he was offside before the ball was actually played. So not too sure. Not too sure what is his problem. He certainly looks as though he was offside. I see the referee going back to quite a lot of cards being given out in this match, and um, a young man there is doing a pretty good job in terms of refereeing, but certainly has got his work cut out here for him this evening. But has held up very well. I must say, he's held up very, very well. Here is Roaring Lions. Bruno. Again, Bruno gives the ball away, but recovers possession quickly. Here is Warner. Finds Bruno. One-time pass. Yeah, but can't control. Marvin cleans up. Warner cuts inside. Jermaine Hughes has lots of space. Walker again. Yes, just a little too far forward. Again, this time he's offside as well. Maybe just making the move just a little too quickly, Walker. But I would have preferred to see that ball going over here to coming wide to the man Jamal Richardson, and then the play could have at least eventually going in the middle. But Hughes electing to spring Walker, who was already a bit forward, and right on the spot is the AR over there, and a good call that is. Nathaniel Walker finds Jarvis, who loses out to Walker. Walker picks up, but loses out again to here is, and this is going to be a throw-in. The man Fu, I've seen Fu and Jones been going back to their original club. Is a throw taken quickly, and the ball clears, and that's going to be a throw-in to the Roaring Lions. Throw taken quickly. Hughes loses out there to Hodge. Hughes. Dean goes to Rennie. Rennie trying to go to Alexander. Cut out there by Warner. Christian can't get past Jones. Here is Warner. Finds Christian. Christian trying to return the favor, but loses out. Walker picks the ball. Hunter and Fleming picks the ball up. Here is Alexander. He's motoring down the left side. Alexander crosses weak one, and in the way is Marvin, who collects and clears. Bruno with the ball now. Does find Christian. Christian, nice pass there to Warner. And a cross coming to Walker. And good effort there. The ball not, well, it eventually came down, but it came down on the top of the bar, and the bounce hooked to the back for a goal kick. So into 89th minute of play. Here's a ball being pumped over, but Borres off his line, collects cleanly, tosses out to Marvin. Marvin looks up, goes to Warner. Warner finds Bruno. Bruno dispossessed, but collected again. Here is Christian. Christian, good pass, finds Bruno. Bruno back to Christian. He comes across to Jamal Richardson. He has acres of space. He sifts inside, finds Christian. Christian pulls farther forward. Trying to find Jelly. Jelly just collects. Now he's been challenged. He's been hounded. He goes back to Woodley. Woodley, well, hastily passes to Antoine Walker, who just boots the ball upfield. And again, Burris just collects easy, and almost at the end. Again, Marvin trying to play out from the back, and poorly trying to clear the ball, ricochets, and it's over the touch line for the goal line for a goal kick. Ball's booted upfield, headed towards goal. Here is Fu trying to do some work there, but can't do work on Yariel. Yariel gave the ball away. Francis looking up, and he trying to motor into two players. Can't do so. And well, that's the end of the match. No added time at all there. Referee says that's enough. And at the end of the 90 minutes of play, it's the Roaring Lions 5, Uprising 0. We've got most likely the man of the match. You will probably have to say that will be probably Oliver Screechy Walker for the man of the match. And very animated Oliver Walker, always talking and always in conversation with someone. But Walker is man of the match. And it's the end of the day for this encounter. We're happy that you would have joined us, and we're looking forward for our next match that is going to start quickly. So go and grab some popcorn, some drinks, and what you can find, and come back, because we've got a mouthwater encounter for you. Until then, Tony Fleming sending you back to Master Control.